Hello and welcome. Here we are, back with Rise of the Villians. I had a nice little break from the save myself, so I'm feeling quite refreshed and ready to go again. Obviously, the last video you would have saw would have been kind of like my recruitment special on the final season. We're still in July, to be fair, so probably expect a lot of pausing in this video because there's no real need to go through the remainder of July, I feel. I'd just not remembered what I'd got up to, and obviously, as you can see, we've literally just dived in again now. Okay. I think if I remember correctly, I've got some decisions to make player-wise, which is always fun. But yeah, like I said, what I'll probably do is we'll cut back if something, interesting happens. If not, it'll likely be the first game of the season for us. We beat Walsall, I think that's about as good as it's getting at the minute. There's no real point in sitting there just advancing through pre-season when there's nothing going on. So yeah, see you on the other side. So I promised I would come back in if something happened. Michael Elise looks like he wants to go to Chelsea. I'm going to take 39 million for him. He could get better, but he's just getting rotational minutes at me at the minute, and he's not going to jump on leaps and bounds. Like, look at that last season. Like, don't get me wrong, he was alright when he played, but I may as well take the profit on the player. I mean, it hurts me in terms of English players, because I know he's French, but in terms of, I need to replace him there because I've let one too many go this summer, but to pick him up for 11 million, did he end up even... Oh, yeah, he did. He played more than 50 games. Oh no, hang on, he didn't. He didn't even, end up paying more than 50 games to me. So obviously, I've paid 11 million for him and sold him on. So we'll take that. Well, okay, fair enough. So that gives us some more money. I think personally, I'm going to go all out for Tomori at AC Milan. I think that's where I'm going to spend the money because he's English, he's in the prime of his career, and he's an upgrade on what I have. That's kind of the thinking at the minute behind it. But we'll have to see what kind of deal I can get done. I think I could definitely have afforded to lose another winger with who I've got in the squad. Why have I suddenly got 50? Oh, these are all... potential regions, I believe. So have a quick look at this. I would like to sign Soriano stuff. There's a few here that are probably worthy of it and a few that are just not. Okay, this guy looks unreal. Be another winger though, wouldn't it? What's your agent? There's a very real possibility I go back in for him. Let me just check the report. How many have I signed? Yeah, right. Very real possibility I go back in for him. Again, that's too much money. That doesn't seem too bad to me. His finishing could do work though, that's for sure. There's another one that I could potentially go back in for. Again, that's just ridiculous, stupid money. Addons is okay, particularly because he could already play in the championship. They're looking like the two. Why have we got Branganga in? I don't know. They're looking like the two. How much do you want for 82 million? Not a chance. He's obviously progressed really well on this game. Yeah, again, he's out of the realms of possibility. There's just no point in going for. But yeah, there's a couple of regions, but what have I got? I've got 61 million. So, for me, I brought one in, but I still think I'm a little light at centre back. And I think I'm pretty happy with the squad for the season. Let's practice it for our playing time. Let's give it a go. Non-EU player for them, but for me, it'd certainly not be a non-EU player. See, that's just not realistic, is it? That's never going to happen. See what they come back with. But there seems to be an absolute surplus of wonder kids that are wingers on this for some reason. I'm certainly in a position now I'm starting to stockpile wingers. Just don't need them. Don't need that many. Yeah, no, I'm not going to go in for Nunes. I don't need any more players in the centre of the park. That makes things even more complicated. But yeah, we're just sifting through it at the minute, so we'll join you back shortly. Right, we're back. Let's get some housekeeping done, because I was busy. So, as you can see, one hell of a transfer window we've had. At least there you saw. What you might not have seen is Leon Bailey departed for 67 million. PSG. Because I always said that if I got that amount, he could go. He's been an incredibly loyal servant to me. Look at the average ratings. But I am absolutely stacked in the wide midfield position, and he's 28 years old. So for all I may regret that, I was happy to take 67 million for him, and I wish him all the best. Similarly, Forsby, I think he'd come to the end of the journey with me. 29, he was very good for 3 seasons for what he did. He was a good squad option. His minutes just dropped off a cliff last year. I just have much better midfield options than him these days. And I was happy to make a 7 million profit on the guy. Send him to Mexico where I'm sure he'll boss it. I decided to go ham. I just thought this is it. This is the last dance. This is, we're going to go for it. We're going to try and actually put a challenge in the league. We're going to actually try and put a challenge in the Champions League. So you may have seen I signed Tomori, as again part of the decision was that English element of it, because I did need some more English lads on board. He's probably one of England's best defenders in this save. I couldn't say no. I just felt, that was the decision needed. Carlos Tay looked really good again, another winger, but look at those stats already. I've sent him out on loan to the Championship. I hope that... Sorry, no I haven't. He's gone to Vitesse in Holland. I hope he kills it and comes back and becomes a solid option. Sebastian Martin again, just looked very good. Region wise, he's the one that's gone to the Championship with Swansea, and then the absolute jewel in the crown. I've spent massive in terms of the biggest transfer the club's ever made to bring Mason Mount in the prime of his career to the club. I just think he's going to run the midfield for me. He's 26. He's one of England's best players. He's multifaceted in terms of midfield and attacking midfield. And I just feel he's, could add what we've been missing. He's dropped off slightly at Chelsea, but I just think with what we've added and the squad players that we've sold to raise the funds, I just think this is the best squad we've ever had. And it's easy to say that because largely down to the spreadsheet, we most certainly have improved this squad year by year, and it's allowed us to make these dealings. But if you look, oldest is Tapia at 30. He's now, 5th choice centre-back. Onana's the keeper. Buendia's at the peak. Cash, who's been with us. We've got an incredibly good core of a squad around 22 to 25 years old. I'm really, really excited about the season coming up because I just think we've got one of the, in my opinion, it's the best team we've had on this save by far. It's just got depth options, it's got lots. But anyway, I'm going to pick the team from scratch for the opening day. Nana is fit. I was considering playing Gomez, but Nana's fit. I can't really not. Interestingly, Tamori could cover at fullback, but it's got to be Cash. Got to be Tamori there, though. That's his fitness test. We'll go for it. Morato's going to partner him. That's a solid defensive partnership. Malacia stays on the left. It's probably one of the weaker parts of the squad now. Diaz again. Roaming playmaker for me. I want Mount though. That's what I signed him for. I want Fabio Vieira on the right. I want Rooney involved. Might swap that around actually. And I'm going to go with giving Buendia his option on the left. I'm going to change this about, I think, a bit though. I think we'll go with that. We'll go with that actually. That's much better. Fabio Vieira operates better from the right, and Rooney will certainly do me a job on the left, I'm sure. The striker has to be Sesko these days. But again, I've got a solid enough bench here. I've got Praxedes I need to find minutes for. Ideal. Again, quality player. Vega, quality player, deserves minutes. Vitinha. It's not even including both Vitinhas. I've got 2 Vitinhas on the bench. As if one Vitinha was not enough, I now have 2 Vitinhas. Who's going to miss out? Maitland Niles is going for me purely because of the fact that, in fact, no, we'll go over keeper on the opening day. Yeah, we're going to go with this. Again, squad, for me, like, it's mad. That's such a good squad. If you think of the team that I had when I took over, I had, it wasn't terrible. But this is now, in my opinion, not far off a side that could compete, in Europe and for a title. It's not a million miles away from that now. And that's just due to the gradual building season upon season. We've bought players, we've sold players, we've just gradually increased. And, Champions League football helped massively. The Premier League helps massively with the money you're afforded in this league. I know, I'm fully prepared now for this season to be a bitter disappointment, but I'm just really excited with the team that we've built, and it's just gonna, it's gonna be a joy to play with. Hopefully, we're playing well. We're not to the league yet, but we're playing well. Malacia, Tamori, Morato, Buendia, Sesko, Mount, Vieira. Look who's back again. Rooney's back. Tell a friend. After his season last year was curtailed with an ACL injury, he's bagged on his return. He looks a talent as well. I mean, maybe the injury last season curtailed what would have been an even better season for the guy, but I'm sure he's going to play a very pivotal role this season, particularly now that I've kind of sold a couple more wingers and he's not directly competing. He should really realistically be starting most weeks for me now. His pathway is fully open, and the thing about it is as well, I've got, I think 3 or 4 good wingers could equalise my bomb. 3 or 4 good wingers in the under 23s that could step in as well, but I want them to get minutes this season, so it's a very wonderful position to be in terms of wingers at the club. Especially because Rooney can play both wings, which makes it again very useful to me. Oh, I thought Mount was going to pop a debut goal in then though. No, it was a bit harsh. Sesko. I'm going to bring Vitinha on, but he deserves a bit longer than that because he's just played that in and Rooney's won a penalty. Well, it should be a penalty. It goes to VAR, but I can't see that not being given a penalty in my opinion. There we are. So who's taking it? Mason Mount bags on his debut. love to see it. Sesko player to keep part of that and keep him on based on that. I haven't got any players really. Jacob Ramsey. There isn't many players this season that I wouldn't deem good. Like, some players are there purely for homegrown reasons. Like, Ramsey's probably still here for that because it's my fault as much as anything. He's obviously not. He's not developed as well as he could because I've just not been able to give him the minutes. Oh my word! Rooney was in again then. Which again, I take full blame for. It's just the way the save's gone. Like, I've tried to loan him out and keep up his minutes, but I've just not played him enough. I think the squad outgrew him as well to a point. Buendia with a chip, 3-1. We've battered them, to be fair. Like, if we'd have not won this, it'd have been a travesty. But we got the job done nice and early. Well, I say nice and early. Nice and early in the season, we picked up the first 3 points of it, which is always good to get off to a good start. Fabio Vieira, Rooney, what a goal again. My God, I'm falling in love with this boy. I don't care if this is offside, but we're already winning the game anyway, given. ACL injury out for 9 months, comes back, bags a brace and wins a penalty on his first game back. What a player he's going to be for us. What a player. Picked up for like 10 million from Copenhagen as well. Well, Liverpool decided to put 6 past Chelsea before we played, so that kind of ruled out any chance of getting top straight away, but it's a good start. And Vieira picks up man of the match with 2 assists. Again, I'd just like to direct you to under 23s briefly as well. Like, look at this. What is this? In terms of players coming through. Only issue I've got is that, like I said, a lot of them are wingers. I'd rather not. I need some defenders badly, to be fair. I mean, one of these two would be alright. I think Kelly will come in next season as well, but just, I'm blessed. I am very, very blessed in this job right now. Been a long time since I've seen that. Huh. A very long time since I've seen that. Okay. There's nothing I can do about that. But yeah, I won't ramble on much more. We'll just we'll cut to the match against Southampton. And we're back. I see no reason to change a winning team. The only thing I've done is I've dropped one of the Vicini's out off the bench because he picked up a knock, and there's just no point in him playing for no reason if he's got a knock. So we dropped him out. And yeah, let's just go again against Southampton and hopefully get a good run of form going at the start of this season. It'll be delightful. Don't want to pause it. Right, go on lads. It's funny that like full-back is probably my weakest position. But it's just like, there is a distinct lack of like world quality full-backs. It's always one of the tougher positions to get a world quality player in. I've got a couple of regions that hopefully become good, which is your best hope really, but it's very, very hard to, get that. Even wing back, it's very hard to get a player, and there were such important positions in a lot of formations on this game. This is sloppy from Saints. Surely we've got to turn this into a goal at some point soon. Well played. Come on. Cash, Tonoy, Cash, Buendia. Oh my word. Come on, Villa. Come on, Villa. No. Good finish. It's a good finish. That shows all the pressure goes for naught sometimes in this game. I don't know how Southampton are doing either in this save. That isn't good enough though. Improve that second half, please. One D needs to be substituted as well. I'll do that now actually. I'm going to play Addons in the hole. Right, so Marcia. One D. Sesko, that is a shocking finish. That probably deserves Vitinha to get. Come on. Come on, be the hero. Be the hero, Vitinha. I don't think I've got any more aces up my sleeve. I've just run out of time because I've dilly-dally. I've got no time to do anything real. Last chance at game this. That's a great ball. Oh, Britannia. Yeah, I don't deserve anything from this game. That's football. Well, we know we're not going unbeaten this season. We know we're not going unbeaten. Yeah, that's a shocker of a result, that. But it happens. It does happen. Didn't overtly play it badly, but you know, we've come out of the game with nothing. And Watford in a week, who are always fun to play. Oh my. Oh my. Yes, please. Absolutely, you are signing for my club. How many have I signed? We'll sort all that out in a minute. You can absolutely have this guy back. Wow, you don't want a lot of money, do you? Jesus. Well, that's not going to be able to be a day 2, is it? Shame, because he looks class. Plucked him out of absolutely nowhere. But anyway, I digress. I will see you back for the Watford game. I thought we'd come back and do the Carabao Cup draw. And then I know after this we've got the Champions League draw, so let's have back-to-back draws. Burnley Derby, Everton, Watford, Aston Villa, Newcastle. That's an uninspiring draw if ever I saw one. Bristol City, Tottenham, West Brom, Arsenal. Could have had Birmingham again, Brentford, Wickham, Cambridge, Luton, Sheffield United, Middlesbrough, Sunderland, Huddersfield, Liverpool, Blackpool, Manchester City, Birmingham, Bradford City, Millwall, Fulham, Nottingham Forest, Leicester, Manchester United, Wolves, Preston, Brighton, West Ham. It's an interesting Carabao Cup draw. Newcastle at home is not exactly great, but you know, we move on. That's something that I wanted to highlight as well that I found absolutely bizarre. How do I get back to my news social feed? Look at this. What on earth is this? Like, what? I'd have been interested at that kind of money. Who did Arsenal play last season then? Surely not. No. Surely not, even less. Who on earth was Arsenal's number 1 then? Did I read that right? Oh, that's why. Yeah, that was this season. Ramsdale was the number 1. They've sold him for 36.5 million to Rangers, who apparently somehow now are absolutely ludicrously rich and still have effectively the exact same team that they had. Not quite sure I understand that one myself, but okay. Moving on to the most exciting thing on the save. Champions League draw, we're back in it. Juventus, Benfica, PSG. So we want Benfica really, don't we? Ajax would be good because it'd be a good game. We don't want any of the giants. Can't be bothered with that. We can play them in the later rounds. So we're a 3rd seed, I imagine. Atletico Madrid, and could tolerate that. Oh, I'd love Group D. I would love Group D. We can't get Group E. Can't get Group H. Marseille, Dynamo Kiev, Salzburg. Come on, come on. Oh, CR Cluj. Come on now. Probably us. No. Oh, I don't want to play Bayern Munich again. Hoffenheim, West Ham, Slavia Prague, Club Brugge. What a group, easy Group D is. Ludogorets, Lyon, Galatasaray. That's a shocker of a Champions League group, that. Underwhelming, to say the least. Bayern Munich, Atalanta and Galatasaray. Turkey, Italy and Germany. I'd relish some revenge against Munich. I'll give it that much. I'd say that much. I would certainly enjoy beating Munich. Again. I say again. They obviously knocked me out of the Champions League last time I was in it, so I think I've kind of got to just, you know. I'm just positive in everything here. Yeah, I've really got no idea what exactly I said then. I was interested in Nelson, but I went for other options. I can live with that. I thought that was that keeper that I'd got in mind. I'd have been absolutely wounded if he'd left. Oh, that's an absolute pisser for the boy. Shame. Nothing I can do about that though. I've got Watford and then that'll be the end of the episode. Right, nice and easy set up for September. I think this is a guy to look at, but I changed my mind on. Did okay at Salford, I suppose. But yeah. Watford away. That's the game, innit? That's the dream. Watford away, what a big game. I always, whenever I'm in FM, I always think I should beat Watford. Whenever I sit on the side like Villa. You know, if I was somebody garbage and I had Watford, I'd obviously make Watford favourites, but now a hip injury for it. That's not good. Was he out on the wall? Hanover. Don't want you to be getting hip injuries, my friend. Right. Let's be having you. We'll make some changes here. Because I believe some changes are needed. Right. Wendy is a goner for me. I'll do that. Yeah, Wendy pays the price for a couple of absolute garbage performances. I don't think we need the keeper. We don't need Ramsey. Yeah, we'll just go with that. For some reason, Buendia had started the season badly, so we'll drop in. And we will bring in everyone's favourite Italian, Raspadori, on the left. Just on paper, it just looks like such a good team. Go on, Bill. Cucho. Oh no. That'd have been a bad start. Lincoln. Sarr should have scored that. That was quite poor. Oh, what are you doing? It's offside. Got away with that. That was terrible. If that were offside, I'd have been absolutely giving it him then. Come on, Villa. Kick into action. Kick on. Defend. That could have been a lot worse. Watford are certainly the better side here so far, though. Raspadori, Sesko, Raspadori, Mount. Oh, unlucky. It's better than we have been playing, but I still. Come on. Take control of the game. You cannot be letting Watford get the better of you. Come on. I had a really good chance to get this game, to be fair. Mount, Spadori, Sesko, Diaz, of all people, to force the goal. Vieira, no, Mount. It's a foul. That was a shocking free kick though, but we go again. Well, what we're playing here, winger wise, that's going to be offside, I think. Yeah. For some reason, I just kind of knew that wasn't going to count. Not good at all. But again, signings need to gel to start the season. The defence is playing well for some reason, consistently. We're just not winning games yet. We've won one. Done a bit of everything so far this month, so again, not the end of the world. Well, thank you for joining me. Obviously next time we'll be into September and we'll crack on from there. Hope you're enjoying this as much as I am, and I will hopefully see you next time.